You're watching this video right now, which means there's a question inside you. Something you want to do, but can't bring yourself to start. Maybe it's a business idea locked away in your notes. Maybe there's someone you need to talk to, but can't find the courage. Maybe there's a talent you've buried all by yourself. And there's a voice one that keeps saying, "Hey, you can't do this." Today, I'm going to tell you that voice is lying. But just saying that isn't enough. I'm going to prove it to you with science. Where that voice comes from, why it shows up, and how, starting today, you can silence it.
But first, something I have experienced myself. I have been exactly where you might be right now. I had an idea, and I kept telling myself, I will start tomorrow, next week, first of the month, and that tomorrow never came. That voice would say, people will laugh, you will fail, you are not capable. For years, I thought that voice was telling me the truth. But today, I know something different. That voice was not really mine. It was made from old fears, old experiences, and limiting beliefs I had picked up over time. And that is exactly what we are going to understand today. Psychologists tell us the biggest regret in a person's life is not that they tried and failed. The biggest regret is that they never tried at all. They lost the battle in their minds before ever stepping onto the field. That's normal, but it's not okay. Do you know where the largest graveyard in the world is? It's not where bodies are buried, it's where people go to their graves carrying their dreams, their skills, their potential without ever using them. I want you to do something right now. Think of one dream in your life, one you never explored. That business, that course, that relationship, that stage, that book you were meant to write. Was it truly impossible, or did you make it impossible? In the next few minutes, you will have your answer. Let's go straight inside the brain. There is a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's the security guard on duty 24 hours a day. The moment anything new appears, a new task, a new opportunity, a challenge, this guard immediately sounds the alarm. Danger! Stop! Don't do it! Thousands of years ago, when humans lived in the wild, this guard saved lives. See a lion, run. Stay away from strangers. But today, there are no lions. Yet the guard is still doing the same job. When you are about to go on stage, it says, don't go. When you are about to start a business, it says, you will fail. When you need to talk to someone, it says, you will get rejected. This is not your weakness. This is evolution's side effect. Neuroscience tells us when we think about something over again and again, the brain builds a neural pathway, a paved road. Think about it. The first time you walk through a new field, you are pushing through the grass to make a path. Second time, a little easier. After years, there is a paved road there. That I cannot do this voice, it is not your thinking. It is an old road that was built in your childhood. Who built it? All those repeated rejections. That teacher who embarrassed you in class. That parent who kept saying it is not going to happen. That friend who laughed when you shared your dream. That road is not yours, but you walk it every single day. Learned helplessness, the most dangerous concept. In the 1960s, psychologist Martin Seligman conducted an experiment, one that still appears in psychology books all over the world. He placed a dog in a box. One side delivered a mild electric shock, but there was a lever that could stop it. The dog learned how to use it. Then he removed the lever. The dog kept searching for it, and when it could not find it, it sat down and accepted the shocks. It stopped trying. Then he put the lever back. The dog could have stood up and pressed it, but it did not. It had forgotten that it had the power to do something. Seligman named this learned helplessness. And this is exactly what happens to you. When you try again and keep getting stopped, your brain learns. There is no point in trying. But that was not true for the dog, and it is not true for you either. Just think for a moment. Have you ever thought that you are the only one who feels this way? That you are the only one who is this weak? WHO research tells us more than 1 billion people around the world suffer from anxiety and self-doubt. From New York to Cairo. Everywhere, someone lies awake at night thinking, I am not enough. This feeling is universal, but we all think we are the only ones feeling it because nobody talks about it. Imposter Syndrome. This is the feeling when you have actually achieved something, but you still think, I did not deserve this. It was luck. People will soon figure out, I am actually nothing. Research shows 70% of the world's top performers have felt this at some point in their lives. Albert Einstein once wrote in his diary that he could not understand why people considered him so great, he was simply curious. Maya Angelou, one of the greatest writers the world has ever known, said that every time a new book of hers came out, she felt that this time people would finally realize she actually knew nothing. If Einstein and Maya Angelou heard this voice, was the voice telling the truth? Or was it just the brain is old, faulty setting? The 3 biggest lies. Now let me tell you the 3 lies this voice tells you, and the truth behind each one. Lie number 1. Now is not the right time. Truth. The time is never perfect. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. Vera Wang started fashion design at 40. Do not wait for the right time. Time is not waiting for you. Lie number 2. I don't have the talent. Truth. Neuroscience has proven it. Neuroplasticity, the brain can learn new skills at any age. Researcher Anders Ericsson shows that deliberate, focused practice can develop any skill. Talent is not born, it's built. Lie. Number 3. What will people think? Truth. In psychology, this is called the spotlight effect. We think the whole world is watching us. But research shows people are so consumed by their own lives, they spend no more than 3 seconds thinking about you. That audience waiting for you to fail it only exists in your head. How to change the voice. So the question is, can this old programming actually change? Yes, and science has proven it. There's a famous study on London cab drivers. They had to memorize so many streets that their hippocampus physically grew in size. The brain had changed through thinking. This means your brain can still change. Step 1. Recognize the voice. Don't fight it. The most important step in CBT cognitive behavioral therapy is this. When that voice shows up, simply say, this is my brain, this is not me. Observe the voice as if you are watching it from the outside. Research shows when we identify our thoughts as thoughts, rather than as reality, their power reduces by up to 40%. Just this one shift, this is not me, this is my brain, can change your life. Step number 2, the 5-second rule. Mel Robbins, motivational speaker, discovered something surprising during the hardest period of her life. She had hit such a low point that even getting out of bed felt impossible. One day she tried a simple experiment. The alarm went off. She counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up. And she got up. This is not just a trick, it is neuroscience. When you count down, you activate your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making, and override the amygdala's alarm. That window, the moment before the brain says do not, is only 5 seconds wide. Move within those 5 seconds. Sit up, pick up your phone, write the first word, any one action. Do not give doubt time to think. Step 3. Change your identity, not your goals. James Clear writes in his best-selling book, Atomic Habits, the plans that fail focus on goals, the ones that succeed focus on identity. Look at the difference. I need to write, that's a goal. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it does not. I am a writer. That is an identity. Writers write every day. Starting today, change your identity. Say, I am someone who keeps moving forward even when it is hard. Research shows people who act through the lens of identity are 2 to 3 times more likely to achieve their goals. Step 4. The magic of small wins. Harvard Business School professor Teresa Amabile studied 230 professionals over 12 years and discovered something remarkable. The thing that keeps people most motivated is not big success, it is small, consistent progress. She called it the progress principle. 5 minutes tomorrow. Just 1 page. Just 1 call. Just 1 small action. Every time you complete even the smallest task, your brain releases dopamine. And that "I can't do this" voice grows a little weaker. Big lives are built from small habits. That voice, the one that says, "I can't do this," that is not you. It's just old programming, a security guard triggering the wrong alarm. Einstein heard that voice. Maya Angelou heard that voice. All they did was refuse to let it sit in the driver's seat. Tonight, before you go to sleep, do one thing. Write on a piece of paper. What is the one thing I want to do that this voice has been holding me back from? Just write it. Start doing it tomorrow, but write it today. Because a dream that's written down becomes a plan, and a plan becomes action. The greatest tragedy in the world is not that people fail. The greatest tragedy is that people never try. Don't let your voice become your destiny. If this video helped you, send it to one person who is fighting their own battle right now. Your one share could change someone's life. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.